Using the user-defined fields. User-defined fields are a set of fields that, as the name implies, you can change the label to put them in any way you like. For example, to access the user-defined fields area, you click here, user-defined fields, or click here. It's exactly the same. So you see the same icon actually. So okay, so I'm gonna click here, user-defined fields. In this particular case, you see that the labels of these fields are empty. That is because I imported this database. But if I had added a new record, what happens is that it's gonna bring the default of labels that were set in the system. Those labels are set in the setup. So if I go back here to the menu and then to the setup parameters, I'm gonna find this is the default user-defined field defaults. Let's say that this one I would like to be what client likes. I mean, this is nothing but I'm adding that. So this would be the default from now on. That doesn't mean that if I go to the user-defined fields, I'm gonna find everything changed. Not at all. But means that when I add a new record here, I'm gonna have what client likes. Okay, so this is important. Also, it's possible to change one or many labels without changing the default. So for example, let's say second thing he likes. Okay, and I'm changing this without changing any of the previous labels. Okay, this one was black and this one was whatever, so it was not changed. Still, it would be possible to change them all to whatever you want by using this technique. You can select this one, or you can, I mean all of them I meant, or you can select a group. So let's say that I select the group that has a 36, for example, here. So I'm going to click back and I have 36, and let's say that I want to put in all of them, in all these groups, for whatever reason I want to put option 1. So I put option 1 here, and then at the top I will go to records and click replace fields content, and it will replace with option 1. In this particular case, I'm replacing option 1 in all those 36 records, and I can scroll them like this. I mean, or not scroll, but actually I change records, and you can see all of them contain option 1, but not so the rest 74 or 76. Actually, you see this still contains the other option. Okay, so but the 36 I selected has option 1. So many things are possible with these techniques. Most importantly, to have the basic labels that you want. That's why they are called user-defined fields. And this field in particular, because there are 3 of numbers that can be added or here, but also has 2 of dates, and then by putting the day, the zodiacal sign and the age of the person, which is usually very useful depending of business that you add. This could be very useful to have the date of birth, this one by default, right? And here you can use it here or anywhere. You can use it for social security or any kind of ID that will be useful. So these are the user defined fields. You can have even snippets. So in other words, you can have preset phrases or paragraph or full text that you can add. I'm gonna do here just for illustration purposes. I'm gonna put 1 and 2, meaning essentially nothing. But what I want to point out is possible to insert this snippet here in this field, number 1, for one or the one selected. So I can do it for many at the same time. So I'm going to put the 2. So you see I put the 2. The other ones were not affected. This is a data. But if I wanted to do it in everybody, so I'm going to put 1 in all the ones selected, which is in this case is all of them. It will be something like that. Now I have 1 in every record. In spite of the label, I have the content 1. So be careful not to overwrite something that you don't want to, but it's very powerful, this functionality.